What's good, Instagram, YouTube, everybody out there? It's your Thursday boy, Anas. Looking a little rough, but it's all good. A little under the weather, and life has just been interesting the last couple months. So, and for those of who don't know, I became a foster dad in October. And life has just been interesting ever since. So I apologize for my lack or delay on the page and the times I do get things up and going. Sometimes it'll be a day late, a couple days late. My apologies. I'm doing the best I can out here. So yeah, being an overnight parent is interesting to say the least. It's rewarding. Maisley, move. Sorry, talk to my puppy. She's trying to eat the baby sandwich. But what's cool about the whole process is I get to see little man's progress day to day, week to week, month to month. And it's just a pleasure to watch. So that's that on that front. And that's literally, I don't know if anybody out there know what it's like to just take on a situation and then, you know, that situation changes everything. So now my life is just work, baby, work, baby, work, baby, work, baby. And still trying to keep up with the projects that I've taken on. So continue to bear with me, y'all. Continue to bear with me. So that's just a little update on my life, what's going on. I was trying to flip the camera so you can see the little man, but I don't know, for some reason I just can't flip it right now because it's not giving me the option to, but it's all good. But he right here. I know this week's topic was the connections to our body and all that good stuff. And, you know, there's always this huge debate in our community about dysphoria or dysmorphia, whatever word suits or the mood of the person, I suppose. But, you know, the one thing I hesitate to always talk on this topic is because so many people out there feel like you have to have dysphoria or dysmorphia in order to be trans, and I personally do not think that to be true. And the reason why I don't feel like you need to have dysmorphia or dysphoria is because those are just symptoms of being trans. That is not that does not define the overall trans experience. So I have personally always been gender neutral until one day I had a very heart-to-heart with myself and realized that I was trans, realized that I was male, realized that everything about me embodied being male, and I never pushed myself in the feminine direction because I couldn't push it because it just didn't exist. And but I've always been on the masculine side of things, from dress to role that I have in society, that I see myself in, to the things that I like. Not that things need to be gendered, but right now I'm just going to, just for lack of better concept right now, you know, like back in the day, I wanted to ride a BMX bike. I didn't want to play with Barbies. Why is bike riding and BMX a boy-girl thing? I don't know, but that's just society and the patriarchy at best. So when it comes to the connection of my body, like I said, I've always remained neutral. There were things I didn't like, and the things I didn't like, I changed, but it didn't stem from dysphoria or dysmorphia. It just stemmed from a canny unlike of things with my body that I didn't like. So I just changed them. But I didn't have any negative feelings prior, if that makes sense. Like, I never looked at myself and was like, oh my goodness, I hate my body. Oh my goodness, I hate this. Oh my goodness. The thing I said is like, this is the one thing I would like to change. This is the one thing I would like to change. This is the one thing I would like to change. So I went ahead and I changed those things. And from there, I experienced gender euphoria. So this is just coming from my experience. And I don't want to get into it with people who feel like, oh, you need dysphoria, blah, 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 blah. Okay, like, that's your opinion. It has nothing to do with me at all. I'm only explaining my side of things, what I've gone through, what I feel, or did not feel, or do not feel. So, so through this whole entire process, changing the things that I saw fit, I experienced gender euphoria. So once I started testosterone and I started working out, I started getting harder results. So when I like to say that because, yeah, I was able to get ripped pre-T. Yeah, I was able, but it wasn't as defined. It wasn't as the muscular tone that I liked. Now I have that. Now when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh yeah, you a buff little dude now. So that's what brings a smile to my face, things that I'm able to change about my body. So, so no, I am one of the ones that, I mean, yes, I am one of the ones who do not feel that you need dysphoria and or dysmorphia in order to be trans. All level of transness is valid. And everybody in the community who thinks otherwise need to just knock it off. Just stop it. Like, stop invalidating people. Stop invalidating their experiences. Stop it. It's just overwhelming. Like, why can't y'all just let people be? You know what I mean? Like, people want to come for me. People want to attack me. And I just look at them. I just read it. I just listen. And I'm just like, okay, and okay, next. Okay. You know what I mean? And I get the getting, and I get on. So that's that. But I did elect to have bottom surgery after a year of thinking about it. And I feel like it will just go ahead and make my body and my process complete for me. So I look forward to that, and I'm tentatively on the surgical schedule for September 2020, possibly sooner for cancellations. And for me, bottom surgery is very important because in my mind, when I see myself in the future, that package is what completes me. I do not have any bad vibes with my current junk. I do not have any bad vibes with using my current junk. But this is just me. But I look forward to being able to transform my junk into the ideals in my head, you know. So that's on the docket for 2020. The one thing I want to stress is, like I said earlier, all transness is valid. And us in the community, I don't understand why we decide to tear each other down. I don't understand why we decide that somebody else's trans experience is not valid enough just because of your personal view. Everybody is valid. Everybody is valid. If you have a pulse, you are valid. If you are pre-T, you are valid. If you are post-T, you are valid. If you don't want to be on T and you want to be on T every other week or every other month or every other year, you are valid. If you want to be on T for 3 days, achieve some type of result, you are valid. Don't let other cats bring you down with this. Somebody will always be out there to speak on the negative, but that says more about them than it says on you. And like I said, people come for me all day long, and they're wasting energy in a direction and their time and their breath on somebody. They're wasting it on somebody who don't give a fuck. Like, I don't, you know, like the other day, I was with a friend and I happened to get misgendered in public. And they were like, well, didn't that bother you? And I was like, no, it doesn't bother me. The only reason why it doesn't bother me is because I know who I am. Like, okay, so what if other people don't feel that way? That has nothing to do with me. Their opinion of me is none of my business. So they misgender me. Okay, fine. Now that happened for 5 seconds of my life and I will never see this person again. And I move on. I don't spend energy in a way that is going to upset or misalign my energy. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. Like, there's a lot of shit in life to worry about, and other people's opinion just ain't one of them to me. I don't give a fuck. So I do everything I can to stay of mind, body, and, you know, sound voice, and remain connected with my body that way. I meditate, I work out. There's things that I do. I write in my journal, I blog. There's certain things I do to maintain my presence. There's certain things I do to maintain my happiness, because my happiness is what matters. And that is what connects me to my body. My happiness. What I see in the mirror, who I see in the mirror, that makes me happy, because it took me 30 plus years to achieve this body, and I have it now. And I'll be damned if another person out there try and come along and invalidate that. Nah, not for this cat, not now. So, all right, y'all. I hope y'all stay up. I hope y'all had good holidays. And for those who didn't have good holidays, I'm sorry. But another day to move forward, build your own family, and or join this one. Join Brotherhood. Come on. And I'm gonna have to let y'all go, because I gotta get this little munchkin because he's done eating. Alright, stay up, and I promise next video I'll look a little more put together.